I just love telling people little updates and stuff. Let's see. I've met a lot of remarkable people. From the woman that was just a super big woman that was in pretty good shape, and she had a fine lady friend with her, and we got along great. I'll tell you what, I said, God, I'd like to work out with you. I mean, this chick looks like she could just pick up 400 pounds and toss it like it's fucking nothing. I mean, I tell you. And she just said, well, she'd said something about liking to work out and stuff like that more, but she just really can't. And women aren't built for that. And she looked great, but I get to talk to a lot of different people, and I see people acting out around me all the time, and they're always wearing fucking red. I mean, goddamn. Now, if anybody noticed this, they'll put themselves right in someone's goddamn way, and they'll act like a fucking idiot. Right down to an intersection. This car's at the intersection waiting for the light to turn, and he's got his blinker on to go this way. And I'm all the way down there by the Rama, pulled out of the parking lot, and I'm witnessing this. Their fucking light turned. He waits for me to get down there into the goddamn intersection. I turn on the blinker and I have to cruise slowly because it appears that they're baiting people into fucking car wrecks and fender benders. Well, Pat Urian had a red car like that, and that's exactly what he goddamn did. And I remember Pat fucking doing that shit. I told Pat, I said, you ever do that in my goddamn car, Pat, and I'll kick your fucking ass. And I said, I mean it, Pat, because Pat fucking parked his car behind my mom's car. Oh boy, my mom had a fit. Pat also shouldered my mom's mirror. And instead of dealing with my mother, he turned around and he gave me some money for that mirror. And you know what? He kept insisting that I take the money for my mom's mirror. After everything, goddamn, I wasn't even getting involved. I know that he gave me $25. I don't think that paid for it. It never paid for it, because what was I supposed to say? Here's your mirror. And then my mother was going to make me pay the fucking rest, because that's goddamn what it would have been to get in their three-ring circus. And that's just a fucking sample of the shit. These little bitches will park and be sitting in areas. I walk up to the next beach the first time in a year. I would imagine my little, penalty is over. Oh, look, a red car parked right next to my car. I wonder what this one looks like. A red car with the guy getting out beer. But a red car and a guy. You see little red cars and stuff. This guy here, he's excited. He sees my little motorhome. What's he thinking? What's he thinking? Should we watch and see? In celebration, time for the good times. Forget about the bad times. Come together and total pressure. But we need a holiday. If we took a holiday, sometimes celebrate. One day at a time. It would be so fun. We took it. Sometimes celebrate. evasive. He's already being evasive. He's put himself in a blind spot. I mean, cute car. Life's better with the dog, the sticker says on the window. Nice, it's cute. Red, it's a chick's car, man. Or possibly a Mexican man's car. And that's a little bit a part of the problem too. But I just note things. I noticed the red car came parked right next to me. But then again, he never parked really evasively. I don't see where he went, you know, nothing. That side, you got a lot, at least I do. We'll just see what happens. Anyway, celebrate. Anyway, I went fishing this morning. I fished on the docks. There's a crowd of people over on the corner up there. I think they watch me listen to music because I can take my computer down there and my headphones and, you know, listen to music while I'm fishing. Right here's my fishing pole. Yes, and I was fishing down there with this nifty spinner right there, this one. I tell ya, I see other people fishing with things similar too, so I must be on to something. It's time to celebrate. Anyway, I've been having a good time. You know, it's always good when I'm happy. It's bad when I'm not happy. And if I'm happy, everyone should be happy is the way I look at it. Because if I'm happy, you must be happy. And if you're happy, I'm happy. If no one's backbiting each other, I'm really going to be goddamn happy. Does that make sense? It's Yahshua inside the cup and Yahshua outside the cup. Hey, you know what? I'd hate to have a little blue car run into a little red car. But I'm telling you, it's not the blue car, it's the fucking red car. And I'll tell you what, there's a lot of things about that red Republican Party. Hey, just because there's red writing in the Bible, listen right now, and this is a very wise fucking saying right now. Just because there's red writing in the Bible, don't mean that you Republicans are fucking holy. You are not holy at all. Matter of fact, you're rotten to the fucking core. And I could say that from the Holy Father's standpoint. Now you look, it's Yahshua inside the cup, it's Yahshua outside the cup. And I'll tell you all, when you are cursed, you cannot touch this Bible without your hands being just fucking burnt. You know, you ever have holy water, you ever see one of the holy waters thrown on someone? It's just like that. Oh, and you can't fucking, just the raindrop, drip, 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 fucking just kills you. You'll want to plug your ears with any goddamn thing you could shove in it. Terrible. Terrible. And the fucking effects around you of cause and effects will fucking just paralyze you possibly. Me? I've been dealing with stuff all these years, and this was something supernatural. And I'll tell you, I tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. From 1007th Street to the top of fucking Beacon Rock, I've told you the truth. Every day, every way. And by the way, I've done it again. Here, I just love telling the truth. I gave away Kim's car. This is the new Kim Rick special. Kim, I've gave away your car so many times, and I've seen you. I still haven't been able to catch you and Kent, you and Rick together at the same time. But I think that you're worthy of a motorhome. Well, if I really had the money, I'd give you one too. Kim and Rick, and bicycles. Yep, 2. One on the front and one on the back. Hey, hey, hey. We can't leave somebody left out in this one. Anyway, Just getting it out there. I like to have all my bases covered. I'm a dog. I'm Adam. Eve's not too much better than I am. Actually, she's a lot not better than I am, but she someday will be cured too. And by the way, you know what the Holy Father said to me today? All of you are on a journey, but for me, my journey's over. For he gave me the key. He gave me the key up there at the Donahoe house that shook and fell out of the goddamn Bible. And that's what he wanted me to do today. I already fucking made it. I already been to the mountaintop, and I've already seen the other side. And I really have too. And when I get to see people, I smile because I tell you the truth. And I have a luxury of the truth. Even the radiant one, to the bank, to the girl at the Rama, and that fucking Tracy down at Grocery Outlet. And by the way, I seen the Saturday night singer last night, Misty, and I told Misty the truth. Tracy isn't nice behind your back. She runs off customers. And by the way, she's got the mentality, one of the mentalities, that she isn't going to make no more money there whether that place is filled or not. So she just assumed have it empty so she doesn't have to restock. You know what she also said to me? Just so you know. So you know, you know. So you know, you know. You heard that last line? You know, you know. She, because I come in there and buy fucking dark chocolate, and I like dark chocolate, by the way. I haven't ate one since that very day. And I even told Misty about me not eating potatoes because my son said something about potatoes. I never ate potatoes again until I talked to Misty. Misty, I did it just for you. I tried potatoes, but I still don't like them now. And I haven't ate dark chocolate since that day. Maybe I'll try it again someday. But I won't be buying my candy at Grocery Outlet, unfortunately, because, you know, you have people there that like to abuse people. Shit, look at all the signs of Tracy. You know, I did get in the line the last time that I seen her in line. Fuck yeah. She had her hair out. I wanted to see what that skunk looked like, because she's really been a fucking little bitch. And her hair looks awesome. Awesome. It looks horrible. It looks horrendous. That was the word I was looking for, horrendous. And she should use a lot of conditioner in it and maybe see a beautician instead of trying that cheap shit at home. Anyway, or just cut it off and go bald. You know, Tracy? Hey, I don't have nothing to fucking hide, but you hide under your hat and shit every day. You finally put your hair out. I wanted to see what you really look like, Tracy. And by the way, the Holy Father wants to see what all of you look like too. But he wants to see you looking clean. It's Yahshua inside the cup, men. It's Yahshua outside the cup, man. Ladies, even if you don't fucking agree with me on this Jesus bullshit, that's just no more than a cult. It's Yahshua. You goddamn know it's Yahshua, but you can't say Yahshua in the church because, what? It's a cult? Prove me wrong by saying it's not. Prove me wrong. Just say Yahshua. Sing it. You know, like hallelujah. The beauty is in the words. The beauty is even in the music. And the Holy Father told me I've already made it. He gave me the key. No one else. No. But you know what? I'm a nice guy. I went through a fucking hell of a lot. Do you think I want you to go through that hell of a lot? Do you want me to think you want to go through the hell of a lot? Because you don't want to go through the fucking hell of a lot. Because if you go through the fucking hell in the cell that Satan and Eve and the Holy Father has prepared you, I get to witness this all happening before my very eyes. I'm not shitting either. And to all those beautiful women, and especially one that I seen up there at the lake, I'd love to talk to her. I mean, geez, she's just so nice, and she came by a couple of times, and you know what? Maybe I'll have the opportunity. I'm a nice guy. I'm funny. I've been through a lot. And by the way, I'll bet you Robin Williams is a hell of a funny guy. You know why? Because Robin Williams has been put through a fucking lot. You never know somebody until you walk a mile in their shoes. You know, I may not even know Susan Donahoe. Ooh, God, I don't want to know her either. Here. She's down there in the middle of Camas, and she's just a fucking spectacle. Look what the residual effects is. I live like this, singing and stuff. I try to do the best I can, and she lives like that. The cops could go down there and ask them. Question Susan Donahoe about what happened in that house at 1007th Street. And ask him about the 2 dogs that buried out the back door. How about the story she told me about the snakes coming through the back door? Yeah, 2 snakes. Yeah, I don't know. That's Susan's stories. I fucking witnessed it. I witnessed her going, I'm a witch and a whore, and breaking eggs and stuff, and doing stuff, and a clean sweep through the place. Witchcraft. I'm just fucking totally shocked and surprised with it. Camas cop inside the house putting me in handcuffs, assisting Donahoe. They were playing in concert together. And so was the sheriff. Later, when satanic activities was happening, I was burned in a spot in the middle of that floor at 1007th Street. And there's a burn spot there. They've done a lot of cosmetic stuff over there, covering stuff up. And they even put a little sign that says a security sign, electronic security and stuff. What? To keep somebody away from the door. Don't worry, I already taped it. Anyway, here we go and there we go. That I'm having a good day today. I tell people what's going on. Hey, the sheriff was involved with the D.B. Cooper case. The sheriff was involved with the Zodiac. The Boy Scouts of America was too. Hey, this has everything to do with John F. Kennedy. Terry Lance Shortridge was murdered on my bed. This is Zodiac. This is letters and stuff. Oh, by the way, Terry Lance Shortridge, 1213. I'm telling you, this has everything to do with Terry Lance Shortridge. This was all part of the plot of this whole goddamn thing with me. You know, a lot of murders happen. Are you guilty of this here? What's happened? Because I know that Satan can come in and do things, and I know Eve can come out and rip people apart out of fucking just horrible anger. I've had scratches on my arms and stuff, and that happened over there at that 1007 Street house. Just to watch your arms and all of a sudden see scratches on it like a Nightmare on Elm Street movie. And Susan Donahoe knows what she goddamn did. And I'm without a boy now named Matthew Thomas Wright. And from what I understand, that he will never be back around again. And I'll talk to everyone later. You know, that's my update. And I try to get over everything. I try to get around everything. And the only way to get around everything is just to be truthful about everything. And that's the key to you too. Hey, God gave me the key. I'm done. I'm free is what he says. But your journey has just begun. And your journey needs to be with Yahshua as the Lord. I'm not commanding you to do anything. But you'll either do it or you'll be blotted out, is from what I understand. And I've been cursed before. I've warned you. I've told you about the Taylor Swift thing where I turned the wheel. And, oh, it's over there. My roulette wheel. It landed on 0. I became uncursed to a point, and I got drawn down here. I met Eve down here too. You know, don't touch me. I met her in Lewis County, or in Lewis County, as this girl known as Pizza Face, and I got her Domino's over here. You know, she likes Domino's. They said they invested in it or something, I don't know. Maybe they did, but it's not mine. I don't want nothing to do with anything. Like the key I got dropped out of the Bible at Susan Donahoe's house. You know, I threw it down there at the river because, for one, it fell out of the Bible. I was scared the goddamn fuck out of it, too. You know, and I went down there, and I was going to go down to the actual guitar shop, you know, and I got there and I thought to myself, and I don't know, maybe God told me to do this, was to throw that key right there. He said, And I said, anything worth having's worth working for, and I'm not getting nothing for free. I don't believe this. And I threw that key down there, is what happened. And I could have picked, maybe this is my guitar shop, this is my big break or something. I feel almost destitute at that point in my life. Maybe God's going to do something good for me. But I threw that key there. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I honestly didn't know what the fuck was going on. And I've lived through it. And the wreck on Killingsworth that very day, everything that happened in that house. I'm lucky to be alive, and I'm lucky that I walked into the U.S. Bank after Friday the 13th and seen that woman that I called the Radiant One, because God calls her the Radiant One. When I seen her, she goddamn looked at my face, and I even reminded her of it. Did you see the look on my face when I came in here? Because everyone, I was lucky to even fucking see her alive. I didn't know what the fuck was happening. Maybe nothing happened, but something happened. I goddamn tell. Everyone has tattoos removed from them, or lighter and different and stuff. Some things are still the same. I won't deal with a person like Susan Donahoe. I would say, Susan, Yahshua is the name of the Lord. I've heard enough goddamn crap out of you. Anyone that wants to come and fucking tell me about Jesus, I'll tell you that it's Yahshua, and you better goddamn look it up. And everyone have a great day and everything. I'm having a good day, and I hope to have a good day all day long. It's almost 1 o'clock. I'm going to get this here put up. It's my perfect time. I got running on solar power. Hopefully it's quiet and I don't get that background noise that's in there. And I just try to do good every day. I don't know what else to do at this point. I got a few people in hell that, Satan and Eve, they're on top of hell. Well, Eve I'm not very happy with, but I'm going to end up with my wife, I'm sure, over this whole thing that I've seen down here, what I witnessed down there in Lewis County, and even in Thurston County, maybe. But a lot of things going on. And I'm always piecing things together, and I've done a good workout. I have 8-pound weights. I went on a walk. I have those 12-pound weights. I went on a walk. I have that chain. I went on a walk. I went fishing this morning. I had a couple cups of coffee. I had something light. I'm going to get something to eat here pretty soon. And I'm probably going to work out for the next 4 hours, going a walk up to Lacamas Lake, possibly from here to Lacamas Lake and back. So that should be a good 10 miles on top of it. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I wish you all a great day and wonderful day. And, you're a great inspiration to me when I meet great people that's doing right instead of wrong. You're an inspiration. You've made me stronger by just being there. That's why I tell a lot of people, thank you for being here. It just looks more beautiful when you're here. And why? I don't necessarily want to get rid of everyone. But the Holy Father wasn't very happy with people to begin with. I mean, all that I am is a victim of circumstances beyond my control. And I got to deal with Eve. Now, I can go and have any sex I want with any woman I want. But I better keep it cool. And no married women, please. And single women are okay, but, we can be friends. We don't have to have sex. I can take care of myself like you can. Oh, and all that stuff. I swear to tell the truth, all truth, nothing but the truth. And I'll tell you what, when you're cursed, if you think I'm bullshitting you, go ahead and say stuff I'm not telling you to do it. If you say something blasphemy and you become cursed and you put your hand on the Bible and stuff, don't be surprised if it don't burn like, holy fuck, what did I do? And you'll think, what the fuck have you done? Because what the fuck did you do to cause that? Now don't do any more of that shit that causes that shit, because everything has a cause and effect. It all trickles down, even in your lives. If you eat better, you're going to do better, and everyone in hell, even people that you love, will do better. Don't you think they fucking paid enough? Because I've heard people fucking screaming in hell when this happened at 10707. I even told Pat Urian when he came there to take me over to Oregon to deal with that ticket. I dealt with that ticket cash on the spot. I fucking paid every fucking thing. And I tell you, I was cursed inside that fucking place. There was a guy back there fucking laughing, so goddamn disrespectful, just like these little jackass Republican bitches, and I guarantee you that's exactly what the fuck it was. And the first time that somebody does like that in a goddamn chain in the courtroom, the judge is supposed to slam the thing and say, "You're in contempt back there for having that outburst. You should have goddamn known better." And by the way, stupidity is an absence of knowing the law, is no excuse to break the law. My sister told me she would just play stupid. Well, you ain't playing stupid no more, Bonnie, because I'm the boss's son. And that goes for the rest of you too. And you have a nice day. You know, what you do is you just believe in Yahshua, because you could get away with just about any goddamn thing in the past. But by the way, you can't now. And it's Yahshua inside the cup, Yahshua outside the cup. And I'll tell you what, if you're fucking stealing, well, it's better that you have your fucking hand cut off than to fucking be thrown in the lake of fire. And you have a nice day, and I'm telling you the truth. I could save you, you know, like a good insurance company, like maybe Allstate. Hey, I could save you some money. And if you get harmed or whatever, we're going to make sure our policies actually pay. Where, you know, a company like Geico, they say they're reputable, but I fucking dealt with them. And I talked to them, and I got nowhere with them. And by the way, if they've paid out a lot of policies and stuff, and by the way, if you haven't pleased the Holy Father, you haven't pleased me, and if you haven't pleased me, you haven't pleased the Holy Father. Just putting it out there. Hey man, I'm rubber, you're glue. Everything that you say bounces off me and sticks to you now. Why? Because God gave me the key. It fell right out of the Bible. My shit don't stink as bad as yours do, believe it or not. Because I already paid for the price. And women, you're out of the equation. You can go dance in the streets. All the lesbian women like that, hey, I like you. I don't have no problem with you. You don't have to act stuck up, because I'm not one of these bitchin' fucking red ass son of a bitches that want to put on a red thing and act like they're that. Like they're little fucking Red Riding like this girls. You know, because they're not. And you girls are not either. By the way, you're out of the equation. I don't even want to get, I don't want to get angry with anybody. But I tell you what, the Holy Father don't have no problem with telling you. Jesus is nothing but more than your downfall. But women are out of the equation. And men, Eve is paying the price for your sins now, so straighten up. It's Yahshua inside the cup, Yahshua outside the cup. And all of you at the podium in the churches and stuff, like Joel Osteen and Jimmy Swaggart and the rest of you. You know, I don't have a problem with women at the podium, because maybe they would tell the truth, and they would have the luxury to tell the truth with Yahshua's name, by the way. And even these people that are like Jimmy Swaggart and stuff like that, their pride and stuff can get in their way, where they won't talk about Yahshua. And by the way, if you don't, you're condemned. Isn't that funny? And it's a fail-safe way to make sure that all the women get saved in the process. But you can get blotted out for the things that you do, or you could be disrespectful to the wrong person. You could just smile and shine them on. That works. But anyway, I'll talk to you later. That was the good word of the day at 30 minutes. I mean, I'm right there. And we're at 10, 9, 8, 7, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.